And we're finally here.
Joe, you of course got in the ring with JJ that started this whole event off, the first fight with Logan Paul. What was going through your mind this close to the fight? Because we've been waiting so long for this.
At this point, you're trying to tell yourself, I'm calm, everything's fine, I've got this, but your heart's going, you can hear the crowd, you can feel the electric atmosphere. You know, it's pumping through your veins and, you know, it's fight time.
Here we go, this is what it means, this is Logan Paul. We're looking at live shots, we can pass to our commentary team. Over to you, Adam Smith.
The king of the US YouTube world, the bright, articulate, intelligent and outspoken maverick Logan Paul. He's 24. He's taken the YouTube world by storm. I think over 5 billion views he's had. Joe Weller, how are you feeling right now?
I am absolutely buzzing, Adam. This is it, KSI versus Logan Paul. Finally, after all this time, we have it right now. Ethan, how are you feeling, my friend?
I am absolutely ecstatic to be here. I'm trying to soak this in as much as I can. Seeing Logan finally walk out to the ring after all the talk that's been happening, just trying to see if I can observe anything from his ring walk.
For me, he looks a little bit placid. Looking at his facial expression, we saw shots of him backstage, and he's not doing as much smiling as joking. Maybe he's getting in the fight zone, maybe he's really feeling the pressure, but it's time to go.
Is that focus or is that nerves? Who knows? Logan brings the size, the height, but I feel like JJ's head is more into the fight. That's what I believe.
We was looking at the scenes backstage, you could see in the eyes of Logan that he seems a bit more dead set in the eyes, like he might not have had a good sleep, he might not have had the good rest that he needs.
The All-American hero is in the ring. The Brit is on his way.
JJ all week, composed, calm, ready to fight, and I think no different tonight. He's got the guy that features in this new song performing live, Rick Ross.
It's just absolutely amazing. JJ, whenever he puts his mind to something, he does it. He achieves the greatest heights that he can. We've got Rick Ross performing a song in the ring, Lil Baby, SX in the ring. It's just absolutely unreal to see.
Now Olatunji is bringing, I think, calculated insanity to the ring. Yeah? What does Logan have to do? He's going to try and box him and stay from corner to corner. That's what I believe. It's an 18-foot ring. What do you reckon, Mazinga?
I think that JJ's just got to keep the pace up in this fight. He's really got to press Logan. Here he comes. He's walking out right now. That's the outfit, the confidence, the swagger about him.
You can feel the energy from KSI. He's in the zone. He is ready.
Nearly 2 years has built up to this. We find out today who's the better man, KSI or Logan Paul.
It's a quite unique atmosphere around a boxing event. This is something very different as both men turn professional. International tonight. 10-ounce gloves, no headgear, very different to August of last year in Manchester. This is real.
Don't forget, the first time that they're going to fill those 10-ounce gloves with no head guard is in this fight tonight. You can't spar with those, it's too dangerous.
It's going to be interesting to see both of their progress since the last fight. Which one's learned the most in the time off?
Who really is going to back up what they've been saying? There's been so much talk. They've been both so believable.
And here we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain silent for the national anthems of each fighter. First, here with the magic of his violin, performing God Save the Queen, please welcome Brian King Joseph. States of America, please welcome the lovely and talented Nova Miller.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose sparks flashing bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Proudly presents 6 rounds of boxing in the cruiserweight division. And it's all presented live on the Zone, PA Executive Officer, Andy Foster. At ringside, the three judges scoring will be Dr. Lou Moret, Pat Russell, and Zachary Young. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, referee Jack Reese. And now, the officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Staples Center, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting up the blue corner with his trainer, two-time world heavyweight champion Shannon Briggs. He's wearing white with red and blue. Official weight, 199.4 pounds. He comes to us by way of Westlake, Ohio, but now living, training, and fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA. Actor, video star, recording star, YouTube sensation, making his professional fighting debut, Logan the Maverick Paul. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner with his trainer, Vidal Riley, wearing black, trimmed with red, and officially weighing in at 193.2 pounds. Tonight, he also makes his professional fighting debut. From London, England, the YouTube star, the United Kingdom's #1 social media superstar, the Nightmare, KSI.
It's been captivating.
Everybody go out, please.
It's been magnetic. So, here we go in one of the craziest nights and events we've witnessed through boxing's long, rich, unpredictable, and often controversial history.
Right there. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Okay, guys, I gave you both instructions in the dressing room. I just want to remind you, listen and please follow my instructions at all times. More important, protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
The very experienced Jack Reese in there. Two huge YouTube sensations making their professional debuts. Novices.
Good?
It's extraordinary. Millions around the globe tuning in to see whether KSI or Logan Paul triumph in this extraordinary rematch of their Manchester draw in the summer of last year. What happens, boys?
Oh my God, I'm so excited right now. I don't even know what to say. Olatunji starts fast.
KSI needs to come forward. He needs to apply pressure to Logan. He can't allow Logan to pop that jab like last time. And he's in there.
Here we go. Right hand
Stop. You
from
standing up like that, don't hit each
KSI.
other.
Logan Paul, who's had the longer training camp. The heavier man by 6 pounds on the scales.
I think you can already see them. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be a dogfight.
It's going
Don't
to be
hit
a
him in the
dogfight.
kidneys.
See the
When we
dog
talked
both of
about
them.
it. When you got him underneath.
It's not going to be pretty. We can see that. It's going to be who wants it more. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a war.
Is Logan willing to go through absolute hell to get this win? Because I know that JJ is. JJ's ready to win this fight.
What will happen when one of these guys lands with the 10-ounce gloves properly, sweetly for the first time?
Don't hit him when he's
It's going to be a, well, one big shot to the system.
Oh. Whoever can manage to just keep composed in that moment when that 10-ounce glove lands flush is going to be the one that can maybe maneuver their way through the rounds just that bit better.
Looks huge at cruiserweight. Logan Paul, naturally the more athletic over the years, a linebacker and also a wrestler. But KSI, as you guys said, a lot of courage, hasn't he? Oh! And he's trying to crack in the left hand. It's not pretty
It's
at
not
all.
pretty. It's not pretty at all. But if one of those punches land clean to the jaw of the temple, you never know what's going to happen. These are two very heavy guys.
They both seem like they're holding their nerve in quite well. It's getting a They're making it nice and personal. What's going to pan out?
Stop. That's time you reach.
I'm wondering whether they're, well, especially
Box.
Logan is expending too much energy when they're in that clinch. You know, he's not getting clean shots away, but he seems to be very tense and trying to get something from nothing almost.
Ooh, they're definitely not shy with these 10-ounce gloves and no head guards.
There's so much heat that's been building up between these two that you just don't know what's going to happen in these early rounds.
Step out, let him go.
Swinging from all angles. Right hand from KSI, but not a great deal landing cleanly, to be honest, boys, yet.
Oh, he's cornered him.
KSI hunting down Logan though. And those wild swings, they're unorthodox, but they seem to be working. They're unpredictable.
Very interesting to see how Logan isn't really focusing on snapping that jab out as much as he was in the first fight. He is conserving his energy. Do you think he's worried about blowing his gasket again?
100%. I think you can see it on his face. He doesn't want to get too carried away.
If you were to look at the last fight and think about how many jabs he threw out in that first round, then you could definitely see that he's lowering it.
Stop.
The right hands of KSI
Stop with the bell.
starting to get through.
That's round one done.
The aggression of KSI, you can see it, you can feel it. I feel like that is what is going to work in his favour so much in this. Logan seems tentative, but JJ seems really up for this and to get stuck in.
It's a strong fight right now. The first round seems pretty close from what I'm seeing. What do you think, Ethan?
I think that both fighters are very tentative about being caught flush with these 10-ounce gloves, of course, and that's why you're seeing as soon as they get involved very close, that they're all just trying to get in as much work as they can whilst they're tangled up.
Double jab, you hear me? Further out.
There's a lot of work being put in, but how much of it is accurate?
Oh, Vidal was telling him just now that he's thrown his punches a little bit too far away. That's what I'm pretty sure I just heard. What's Briggs telling to Logan right now?
I think we've just seen Logan say, I'm warming up.
Interesting.
Like we said, it's never going to be pretty, but we're watching two guys that have built up such a war over these last 14 months. Here we go for round two.
The two biggest YouTubers from either side of the Atlantic clashing 15 months on from that draw.
Oh,
Close first round.
some good things by Logan, gotta admit.
That was a nice body shot that went in there from JJ.
Logan seems a little bit more ready to rumble, but I feel like JJ's aggression is too much.
Oh, it is. I think he's got to relax it a little bit. Keep it more tight and neat.
I think in these first two rounds, the occasion is definitely going to get to these two, and I think you saw that in the first round. Logan really expending his energy in the clinch, and then JJ coming out with the wild swings.
Nice jabs from Logan Paul, has been tutored by Shannon Briggs. Vidal Riley, Jeff Mayweather stitched around in the corner of KSI. They've had the big hitters in there. They've had everything done for them. Now they've got to respond.
Without a doubt. It can't keep going this wild without not one connecting, surely.
JJ's constantly jabbing him in his chest. If you're watching, he keeps it. Oh!
Some nice punches landing there for JJ. They're not landing clean, but they're definitely connecting at least.
Right hand's getting through. A bit open, Logan Paul.
This is what JJ needs to do, though. He needs to get on the inside. He needs to make it a rough fight.
I feel like KSI's defense is really good. Whenever Logan comes forward, bang, he's got the high guard. Logan seems a little bit chop and changing.
Good work with the jab, though, from the American. In those starry shorts. Right hand from KSI, and now
Here we go.
And he's loaded on Logan.
He's going for the clinch. I think he came out and said this before, that he's not ashamed to say that he's going to go to the clinch if JJ does try to make it a dogfight again. Stiff jab going in from KSI.
Calculated insanity. KSI bringing the war to Logan. Is Logan ready? He's getting caught and
Calculated insanity, that's just about right. Right hand and a left.
Nobody punch.
Two guys making their pro debut with world champions on the undercard.
Millions of people tuning in online. Everybody wants to know the outcome of this fight.
And who is going to win?
You hear a lot of people say, oh, Logan's the natural athlete. Logan's got the edge. But JJ seems to be carrying the confidence and he's coming forward.
Stop.
He is not scared to do anything. And boxing seems to be working for him right now.
I think JJ that it's not going to be the prettiest affair of the evening at all, but he knows he really wants to win this fight, and I think you can see that in pure and utter determination.
There we go, punching inside, I like that. Logan goes to clinch and boom, he starts hitting it.
Stop at the bell, fellas. Time.
Well, 2 out of 6 down. And these gentlemen to my right, Justin Bieber celebrating, cheering on Logan Paul. These gentlemen to my right, and literally they're almost up on their feet all the time.
Honestly, the energy, you can feel it. Both guys want it, but both guys don't want to gas out too soon. They don't want to play all their cards at once. So it's got to be calculated.
Some of these punches have landed. They're not really flush, but they've definitely connected. And it's interesting to see that they're really not afraid to just go all guns blazing into this.
Gib, you and Ethan supporting KSI right the way through. Joe, of course, has lost to KSI.
I feel like I'm fighting right now.
Yeah.
I gotta calm myself down. I'm getting too excited. I'm invested in this.
Okay, who's winning it? Who's got the round so far?
It's so messy, you know. They aren't blatant connections, clean connections with the punches. So it is difficult to call.
I would have given the first round to Logan, but I think that second round, JJ just edged it. Like you said, it's not the cleanest, so you can't really score it like a proper bout.
Definitely, I agree with you there.
And the pace is hectic. Stamina. Are they going to punch themselves out despite all the training?
It's going to be interesting to see if Logan decides to throw out any different punches, any power punches, because so far he's only really tried to land that straight right. He's had a few swipes with the hook, but he's never hit the target.
As well, Logan's very flat on his feet. He sort of plants and, you know, allows JJ to sort of...
Oh! They're wild, but they could be effective. You never know when these guys are hitting that hard.
All it takes
Just
is
in his
one.
corner there. KSI, what was that all about?
Interesting. I mean, maybe he's been caught in a way that he's not sure how to deal with. I don't know, but I don't believe anything's going to faze KSI.
Something seemed to happen there.
Good head movement there from JJ.
All right, stop, go ahead behind.
This is the one worry that later on in the rounds, as you can see, that Logan is going to tie his opponent up in the clinch. That's the one worry because we saw it happen in the last fight. But we've just got to see if JJ can really work that inside once he gets in there.
Stop, you're in a bad spot. Let me get you out of here.
JJ seems to be breathing out his mouth a little bit heavily. He's obviously, his aggression is amazing.
He is the one pushing the pace in his
There we go. Logan's on the ground.
Is that a knockdown?
Right hand round the back of the head.
Get up. No knockdown. Give me the glove.
No knockdown.
That could knock the confidence of a fighter, though. Your first professional bout, and you have been on the floor.
Separate.
Jack Weiss with the right call. Very, very experienced referee, and it's good he's in there.
Definitely, he's going to take care of these fighters. He's definitely going to judge what's going on in the ring as it's happening.
I'm definitely liking this aggression from JJ. This is exactly what we need to do for a tall, bigger man that he's facing. The wild swings are mad, but maybe one of them will connect. If they connect, what's Logan going to do? How's Logan going to react?
This is the thing. I think this is
Good movement from JJ there, getting out of the way of a big hook.
this is all part of the game plan. KSI wants to rough Logan up. He doesn't want to make it comfortable. Doesn't want to give him time, and he's executing it well.
JJ is really pushing the pace of this. Even if those jabs are just flicking to the chest, it's stopping Logan from thinking about what he wants to do next.
Exactly. Last time we saw him pause and wait for Logan. Now he's on him. He's throwing the hooks. He's
That's
throwing.
landed cleanly. He's got out of the way. Logan's backed up heavily there.
It's a good round for KSI.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
Logan with his hands down though.
Very odd for someone that's having his first professional fight to have a stand with his hands down. He's scared of the bangs. He's scared of the bangs. He is scared of the bangs.
Logan does seem apprehensive whenever JJ starts swinging wild.
I'm not going to lie, I do think Logan has now recognised that JJ has a bit of power behind him in the 10-ounce gloves.
Without a doubt, JJ is a threat. Make no mistake. The guy can bang. He's got power. He's got aggression. And he knows what he wants.
Here we are, heading into the fourth round. What do you think each corner's going to be saying to each other?
Well, looking at Vidal right now, trying to read his lips. I think he's just saying, you know, keep it calm. We've seen JJ with his mouth open, breathing a little bit heavily, and, you know, Logan not firing as much.
If you were Logan's team right now, what would you tell Logan to do?
I think Logan, I'd literally say, look, get your hands up, get behind your defence. You know, that can give you some protection, and then pick your opportunities. Stay composed and pick them. Don't react. Act.
1-2. 1-1-2.
Callum Briggs, former heavyweight champion, in the corner. Second half of this huge internet YouTube fight. Right hand from Logan Paul.
He lands strong there.
And that was the cleanest shot he's landed with that right hand.
JJ definitely acknowledged the shot that's come through there and landed flush. You can see it in his face.
Now it's different. Logan Paul is trying to chase him down. The round scored, guys. I think the crowd will think KSI's in front. We must remember, Logan has scored with some of those jabs too.
Logan's definitely scared of these big wild swings that are hailing in from KSI.
Without a doubt, and like Adam says, it's not always about just the big haymakers. It's the little jabs, it's the connections.
He's constantly jamming him in his chest. Like, you know what was in that? Taking the wind out of him, taking the wind out of him.
Without a doubt.
I feel like this might benefit JJ. If he's now felt Logan's cleanest shot of the fight and we're 4 rounds in, this may give him a little bit more confidence heading into the later rounds.
Without a doubt, but Logan's not fading.
There's the jab from Logan Paul again.
That jab, I mean, later on, as JJ gets worn down, that jab may be very important to stop JJ getting too close.
Good body shots hailing in there.
Yeah, 2 good body shots from KSI.
I think you're seeing that these guys are fighting at such an extreme pace. And considering a lot of people wouldn't really credit these guys as athletes, you're seeing 2 guys that are absolutely giving it their all.
Well, they've definitely trained very hard for this moment. Whether this shows anything other than a couple of novices fighting, really, in reality, compared to the usual fighters we see week in, week out, it's sort of irrelevant. They both worked really hard for this, and it means the world to them.
Without a doubt, but I am concerned for
Stop.
JJ's breathing. His aggression has been amazing so far. He's been really commanding the fight with his big blows, but he's breathing very heavily. And going into the second half of this fight, he's going to need a lot of steam to stop Logan coming forward.
It's going to be very interesting to see. Logan's using a lot of energy to keep running from these wild swings. So it's going to be interesting to see if JJ can keep that.
That's a good uppercut from Logan Paul. Down goes KSI, but now Jack Reese says no. Hang on about this. Did he hit him on the floor?
Like a punch when they're down.
Wait a minute.
We have drama in this fight.
Jack Reese saying relax.
Let's see how he comes back from this. Will he come back from this?
You alright?
There was a right uppercut, I think, that knocked Logan Paul down.
I'm gonna give you 5 minutes.
This uppercut,
Sorry, KSI down.
I'm gonna give
Really
you something.
flush.
Relax. I just need you to continue. Okay?
Is it?
Sorry, that was the uppercut that knocked KSI
I just want
down.
you to continue.
There's a punch on the head as he goes down.
Dude, you held his head with the uppercut, then you hit him when he was down.
The
You can't
referee
do that
seems to
shit.
think that Logan
So,
punched
I'm waving
KSI
that off.
while he
So
was
just
on the
stay there.
floor.
You hit him when he was down. That's what Jack Reese is saying.
Tell me
The
when you're
uppercut
ready.
landed flush, and you
got
definitely
3
saw
or 4
that
minutes
had
if
an
you want.
effect on the tumbling going down. But the punch on the back of the head may have just changed this from being a legitimate knockout.
You ready now? I'm not rushing you. I still got things to do after you say you're ready. All right?
He's still got things to do. What's he going to do to Logan Paul here? Is he going to take a point off? What's he doing, Jack Reese?
Very interesting indeed.
This is a big moment. It's such a big spectacle.
Stay there.
He's
Stay
giving
back
him
in the
time.
corner. I'm not ready. Okay. Score the
5
knockdown.
minutes if he wants
then
it.
take
Score
away
the
2
knockdown.
points for hitting him when he was down.
Score the knockdown.
And then 2 points.
For 2 points off Logan Paul.
Score
Very
the knockdown
interesting.
for him. Take away 2 points for
Is
punching
that
when he
going
was
to have
down.
a big effect on this fight?
Score the
So he
knockdown.
scores the knockdown,
Take
but he
away
loses 2 points for hitting
punching
him when he was down.
2
And he's
points.
given KSI plenty of
understand?
time to recover.
Don't do it, man.
It's going to be
Of course I
interesting to
did. You
see
hit him,
how
man, was
KSI
on
is going to
Dude,
come forward now.
I said
First time he's
fair.
ever been knocked down.
This is the
Are you
reality
ready?
of boxing and the
Are you
rules
ready?
that they have
Box.
to respect in there under Jack Reese. How will that play out now?
It's all about how KSI responds to this now.
100%.
If he can maybe land a nice punch on Logan, it could back him back up.
I'm sorry, but JJ's legs, they seem a little bit wobbly.
I think the legs have really gone now of KSI.
That's the first punch KSI's thrown. He needs to move forward. He needs to be aggressive like he was early on.
I feel like JJ needs to make it back to his corner to him and maybe calm his mindset.
100%.
A nice little smirk there from JJ at the end of the round.
There we go. There we go. That's round 4 done.
We didn't know what was going to happen in this one. It was impossible to predict in so many ways. What an incredible round.
Round 5, that was drama. Round 4 definitely causing drama. Let's see how KSI can handle that.
Without a doubt, Vidal's dropped to his knees. He's calming KSI down, just was reassuring that he's okay. Yeah, you've been knocked down, but no doubt he would have been knocked down in training. He can come back from this. We know KSI is a warrior.
This is exactly what JJ needs in his corner. Vidal's got such a level head on him and such a cool head, and he really knows how to handle these situations. We're heading into round 5 now, and this is exactly where he needs that mentality.
Without a doubt. The time that you're most vulnerable is when you get angry and you lose your mind and you're not level-headed. JJ needs to remain calm. Remember that he was having success with his aggression and resume back to that.
And how on earth do you score that round as well? Because the knockdown is the 10-8 round, but he has 2 points deducted. And who won the round? Probably Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But if KSI doesn't recover, what's he going to say about that? About being hurt on the floor? I can see a trilogy here with these two.
These guys have got such just the utmost heart within them. These guys, a lot of people were saying that someone would be down in the first couple of rounds. We're into round 5 of a 6-round fight now, and you can really see that these guys will give absolutely everything.
Good work from KSI. Maybe the legs are back, or does Logan Paul need one more legitimate shot with those 10-ounce gloves? And can he keep it within the rules of boxing?
I think KSI's realised that he has had some success with that left hook. As you can see, he just reined one in. And I wonder if that's going to be the thing. If Logan chucks that right hand out, if he can counter him with the left.
Without a doubt. I think Logan needs to continue doing this.
Good combination by Logan. Gotta give it to him there.
Exactly. He needs combinations, not single
JJ
punches.
needs to return. JJ needs to return. I think the knockdown may have made him a bit hesitant, but he needs to throw.
Stiff jab going through the guard there.
Really like to see.
Heads back together as well.
Step out from each other.
Not as much coming from KSI because of the previous round. Logan Paul's paced himself quite well.
I mean, that is the big difference. Last time we saw Logan Paul gas out after 2 rounds.
You can definitely see that he's focused on his conditioning, and you can definitely see that he's a bit smarter with his output now. I don't think he was really efficient with his output in the first fight, but you can definitely see that there's a thought process behind it now.
Left hand catches KSI.
KSI needs to press forward. We know he's got it in him. When you put so much effort in early on, though, it does take its toll. Not to mention getting hit with those 10-ounce gloves, no head guard. This is the real deal this time. It will have an effect.
It's interesting to see if Logan's really got that boxing IQ now. He's scored the knockdown, and he's probably up on the cards. If he now just boxed smart, he would take this fight at the end of the fight.
If Logan Paul sticks behind his jab, boxes smart, doesn't dive in, doesn't go wild, he could box to a victory. But KSI coming forward, this is exactly what he needs to do.
Here comes that true heart that he's just got in him. He'll pull it back. Maybe he was taking some time off. There's some big shots coming in now.
Good defense by JJ.
You almost want it to be a 12-round fight. I think that's what it needs to be to see what both are really made of.
I think he's on good move.
Good work from Logan Paul.
Stop, everybody stop.
Better.
Separate.
Not as much from JJ. I think the legs have had a real effect from what happened.
At this point, they're both going to be getting tired.
There we go. We're heading into the 6th and final round of this fight.
Who did you give that round to?
I think Logan's going to take that round.
I feel like
Logan's going to take that round.
What are you scoring it right now?
That's the thing. The early rounds with KSI's aggression, he was the one that was commanding the fight. Well, it depends how you look at it. Are you looking at it with how much accuracy each punch has, or who's commanding it, who's controlling and making the fight happen?
In the beginning, definitely Olatunji. He was holding the center of the ring, but now it seems nearly reversed since the knockdown. It's the final round now. This is a very important round. We can't have another draw.
I don't think this one's going to be a draw. Maybe it did have an effect on JJ, and Vidal might have said take a round off and maybe come back strong in the 6th.
Do you know what? at its novice level, maybe they're just very well matched.
I think these guys are they've met each other's match. And I think we've realised that over the 2-year sort of period that we've seen these two go at it, I think they've definitely found each other's match.
Here we go. They definitely got to respect each other after this fight. They both went their heart and soul, and now I'm pretty sure they're both going for the knockout.
Both of them will be absolutely going for that definitive win.
This is going to be where that macho on macho, man on man, you've told him you're going to knock him out for months. This is where it's really going to come down to it in the final round.
Yeah, both teams, both fighters have predicted knockouts.
You're contributing, my friend.
KSI complaining again, I think about, is it pushing down?
hit him when you got him
Some
on the
dirty
knee,
tactics
okay?
from Logan.
Maybe he's talking about the headlock. This is absolutely fascinating to watch, considering a lot of people didn't think this would go the distance. We're looking at two guys that refuse to go down.
And they've stayed strong. These guys are legitimate athletes.
They're both looking great in the final round. Both quite like full of energy. Oh,
Here we go, swinging the wild shots. He's got Logan on the move.
Stop, listen up. It's okay. It's just dirty fighting, box.
KSI needs to take advantage of the little stutter we saw in Logan's stance then. Logan did not like that, and that pressure that KSI can produce is what I believe will create the opening that he needs.
Good head movement there from JJ, getting out of the way of the double jab.
Some of these really not landing clean, gentlemen, and it'll be fascinating what the judges see with that uppercut from Logan Paul. Same one, tried it again. Remember, KSI down.
Big 2 points
in
this last
Logan
round.
Paul.
Stop. Let each other go.
We're approaching the last minute of this fight that we've been talking about for
Oh
this.
my God, the
this
final
amount of
minute.
time.
this is it.
I think this has been absolutely amazing to watch the pace of the fight and two guys that refuse to be beaten by each other.
Both have shown that they got so much heart.
Swinging from the hip now.
It's all about who can dig deep, who really wants it.
Who really wants it? Logan's backing away. Can KSI keep up the pressure? We have 45 seconds left in this bout.
Let him go, Logan. Stop.
40 seconds remaining. Are one of these boys going to produce the knockout that they so desperately want?
Could this end in spectacular fashion? Two of the biggest internet superstars that are really a match made in hell or heaven. It depends on how you look at it.
I can see it. JJ shaking his head. Give him hell, man. Give him hell.
Crowd on their feet. They've loved
This
it.
is it. This is
Here
it.
we go.
The final 10. Here we go.
Who's going to get it?
Stop. Everybody stop.
Will the judges split them? And what about that crazy round?
There we have it.
It's over.
I
don't know who won.
It has gone the full 6 rounds. Not many people predicted this, but here we are. It's going to the judges' scorecards.
Oh my God.
What on
What's
earth?
gonna happen?
Who won that? I mean, two ways to look at it. KSI the aggressor early on, but then Logan rocked KSI, then stood firmly behind his jab.
It's going to be very interesting to see how the judges score such a bout that has wild swings going in. They're not all landing cleanly, but there's definitely a lot of shots that are being fired out.
Ethan, that's a really good point. It's how the judges are scoring it. Logan Paul, some lovely jabs. He got that uppercut to score the knockdown. 2 points off, remember. What about KSI's aggression? Did so well to come up back from what happened to him in that crazy session. But how will the three see it?
The fact that this bout has made it the full 6 rounds, I think, is a testament to what these guys have put in.
And they were operating at a pace.
Boys, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm being honest. I don't know who's won. I actually don't know.
One thing is, these guys are an absolute credit to the community for what they've built here over the last 2 years.
100%.
And the performance they've just put in. Yes, it's at a novice level, but you can see that they put blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Remember, this is their professional debut. KSI, when he got put down, could have just crumbled. You know, any normal person, you get hit on the back of the head like that, and you can get concussed. You know, but JJ stood firm. He wasn't going to be beaten.
And in boxing terms, for two novices who really have never been taught, just only trained recently. They put everything in, and we have to have respect for anyone that gets in a ring, and they have certainly entertained this crowd and everyone at home.
Without a doubt. No matter the winner or the loser, just as long as it's not a draw, these guys nonetheless are getting the respect of everybody.
It's absolutely fantastic to see the spectacle that they really have put on here.
And we got to see someone go down and then come back from that. He was hesitant to begin with, but in the sixth he definitely showed that he still got heart.
That uppercut most definitely landed flush, and it was very interesting to see how maybe Vidal told him to take the round off, maybe just focus on recovering, because he definitely come back stronger in the sixth round.
Looking at that replay, I'm wondering, at what point was KSI stunned? Was it the uppercut? Was it the punch just before he hit the ground? Because there were a few before the one that Logan threw while KSI was on the ground. It's going to be interesting. I bet that's going to be a talking point in the videos that they make after this. But who won?
History will be made tonight. The winner will be crowned.
Lou Moret, Patrick Russell, Zachary Young, the three judges.
6 rounds of boxing here at Staples Center, Los Angeles. We go to the scorecards. Zachary Young scores the contest 56-55. He has it for Logan Paul. Patrick Russell scores it 57-54. He scores it for KSI.
Not another draw.
Lou Moret scores the contest 56-55 to the winner by split decision from the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I cannot contain myself. I've seen absolutely everything that this guy's put into this. This means so much to him.
Unbelievable. And think, if Logan Paul didn't do that illegal punch while KSI was on the ground, maybe would it have been a draw? But KSI has done it. What a warrior. What a man. He has come and he has conquered Logan Paul in his backyard. Unbelievable.
There's definitely going to be controversy over this. Definitely because of the knockdown and the 2 points taken away from him. This is definitely going to be a huge talking point. But these guys have put on a show here.
The 2 points off and the knockdown. Look at these two. Are they going to have respect? Yes, they are. Finally, Vidal Riley, Shannon Briggs. And they gave us 6 rounds. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't boxing at its finest, but it was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It really was a show, an absolute show. We have had some phenomenal boxing talents on the card tonight, and we've also had extreme entertainment.
100% we got to give respect to Logan Paul. He got the knockdown of the fight. It was a great uppercut. Fantastic.
I think you can tell Logan worked on his conditioning. He worked on his boxing IQ, when to be efficient and when to not.
I think we're going to show your reaction when the announcement came. These two, the big KSI mates and fans. Joe maybe not quite as excited because KSI beat him, remember, but
look,
this shows the passion.
Respect to KSI. He has earned this.
Today you got the victory. What was the difference between KSI tonight and KSI a year ago?
KSI last time was scared. I was scared to fight. I was scared to touch him. I was scared to get close to him. This time I just went in. This time I just kept going. I just kept going and kept going.
You were an underdog tonight. We had all the betting and it looked like Logan Paul was the favorite. Why were those fans wrong?
Well, obviously they saw how big he was. They saw his, physique. And it was just, to Shannon, he has legs and he's white. So whatever that means. So I was just like, all right, screw that. I'm gonna work my ass off. And constantly just kept going and going and real quick, I wanna thank my team. My team helped me so much. I wanna thank Vidal. I wanna thank Leon Williams. I wanna thank Harvey, Steve. I wanna thank my man Stitch. He helped me so much as well. Sorry, bro. And I wanna thank Larry Wade, Jeff, Mayweather. Your boy has done it, yo. I am victorious.
Let's talk about the action in the ring. This was a tough fight. There was a moment of truth for you. You got hit with an uppercut. You went down. Jack said you got hit while you were down. In that moment, it would have been an easy time to quit, to say, I can't continue. Yeah. What did you find in yourself to say, I'm ready to go on?
I'm a dog. I keep saying it. And he hit me hard there. And then he just hit me in the back of the head as well. And it was just, I don't know, it was just outrageous. But it is what it is. It's calm. Your boy's happy. Your boy's victorious. Happy days.
We saw you stumbling back after that knockdown. How long did it take for you to collect yourself?
It took me about a minute or two, just to figure out how I was. And then, I came back at it. I kept going. That's boxing, man. I don't want to stop. I don't want people to think, he can't take punches. He's weak. He's not a fighter. I am a fighter, and I keep going, and that's it.
Earlier in the fight, you had a knockdown, ripped away yourself. When you hit Logan Paul and he went down, did you think that maybe this was your moment?
Oh, that should have been a knockdown. I don't know if it was or not, but hey, it is what it is. And I felt good.
KSI, how has tonight changed your life?
I mean, I've never worked so hard, man. Like in the ring, in camp, it was tough, man. I just kept going and kept going, but I was ready. I was on fire, and I just the jabs, man. He couldn't deal with my jabs. Jab to the body, jab to the body. He kept moving, but hey, I got him. So
boxing is a gentleman's sport. A lot of scores have been settled in a ring just like this one. Logan Paul here to my left. Has this score been settled now? Do you guys at least respect each other as men, as warriors? Great fight.
All right. You know what? No, we gotta have some respect. Like, it takes a big man to get in the ring, and you're a big man, and you made me work. You made me work today, and you made me work last year as well. And hey, thank you for a good fight, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for a good fight.
Thank you.
Respect, all class, all class. Logan Paul, I know it's a tough loss tonight. I know how bad you wanted to win, but you comported yourself well. You showed that you're a true fighter. Both men did that tonight. Talk to me about that first knockdown and whether or not it was a legitimate knockdown, even on your account.
Yeah, I thought it was a legit knockdown.
I'm talking about when he knocked you down.
Oh, that was a slip. No, I'm serious. I don't think he won the round for that. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Hey, was that a slip or a knockdown? When I fell,
we can take a look at it. We can take a look at it right here. Take a look at it here. Take a look at it right here. We're gonna see it from one more angle, Logan. One more angle.
You miss. You blocked that one.
The ref told me to not count that as a knockdown. Regardless, I'm not sure if this is the right question to start with. I just want to say, fair play to JJ. You are one of the toughest people I know. One of the toughest people I know. You deserve everything you've earned in life. You had my respect before this match, bro. And as much shit as I can talk, I don't like being a dick to you. It's all for show. It's all to sell it, dude. You are one of the toughest people I know, and I wish you the best.
Logan Paul, many a great fighter have been knocked down. There's no disrespect or shame in that. There's respect and honor in getting up. And that was my point. You got up whether or not that was scored a knockdown or not. You continued the fight for 6 whole rounds. The first fight, you gassed after 3 rounds. This fight, you were able to maintain. What was the difference tonight than a year ago?
I was more calm this year. We worked on my conditioning and staying calm. I think the more I just get in this box, the more I practice being in here, the more comfortable I get. And boxing is a weird type of earned conditioning, and that's all it was.
You also scored what appeared to be a knockdown initially, and that was wiped away as well. We're going to take a look at that. Let me know how you feel about it. When you connected the shot, did you think maybe that this was going to be your night?
It's knocked down. Sure, get it back.
Get the best of me, man, but I will say, no warning, and I got 2 points taken away from me, and that's why I think I lost tonight. I think if you do the math, the 2 points that I got taken away from me was the reason I lost tonight.
That wasn't a point.
I would love to contest the commission, because I think I should have gotten a warning.
Well, you guys have settled the beef as far as it goes personally, but maybe there's still a professional beef to be had considering how these two things have been argued. Could you see a rubber match? Could we see this one more time?
Yeah, I'd love to fight KSI. These are the best moments of my life, man. These are the best moments of my life.
KSI, can we see this fight maybe one more time? Is the professional beef yet been settled?
Nah, it's done. It's done, fam. It is done. It is done. It is done. Done. I'm on to the next thing, yo. Hey, you can do MMA. I know, yeah, with the wrestling and stuff. You should fight CM Punk. I think that would be pretty funny.
Is the next thing boxing for you?
Hey, we'll see how it is.
You said you might be heavyweight champion for 5 years. Are you going to continue to pursue this career? Will we see you in the squared circle one more time?
Yeah, you definitely will. I'll be back. Hey, I'm coming for the commission on that. I don't think that was fair at all.
Wait, let these fans that showed up for you here tonight, this is no less than what happened in Manchester Arena a year ago. The American fans came out and supported KSI versus Logan Paul. Talk to the people who came here to support you.
I love all of you. Thank you for supporting me on my journey. My friends, my family, my team. You guys mean the fucking world to me. You're the reason I do what I do. And yo, after last year, although I took another L in my life, you can bet your ass I'm gonna stick around for a minute.
That's right. Let's go, Jack.
Todd Grissom, back to you.
I am ringside. We have got everyone with us. We've got Gib, we've got Ethan, we've got Joe Weller. Apologies if anyone heard some colourful language, but it's a huge night. KSI, I'm with you. Firstly, massive congratulations on putting on such a great show and getting the job that you deserve. What was your assessment of your fight?
Well, I knew I had to get in his face. I needed to give him no time to breathe. I needed to close him down, pressure him. And he did well to move around quite a bit, but I caught him a few times. Got him a lot in the body just to slow him down. And then with that knockdown that I hit him with, I don't know if it counted or not, I'm not too sure, but hey, I felt good and I was happy, so.
I can tell how happy you were. The sidemen were absolutely buzzing as soon as the result was read out. What was the difference in this fight? The 8-ounce gloves and the no head guards. Everyone was certain we'd see a knockdown because of that. What was your assessment of how difficult that was without the head guards?
It's definitely different. Like, I took some, big shots. But, I was surprised in myself because I was like, wow, I can take shots. He hit me with a couple and I ate them and then I just kept going, so.
What was the first time you got hit with one? How did you react to that?
You know what? I didn't actually feel it that much. I got hit and I was like, you know what? This is all right. This is all right. Obviously, the later rounds, you get more tired and that's when fatigue starts to hit you. But, I felt cool. It felt all right to take some shots without a head guard. So.
But now we've got to talk to you. How proud are you of this man here?
So I was proud of him before he got in the ring. Honestly, to go through the camp that he went through, I was already proud. I said to him, win, lose or draw, we're all proud of you. And he just topped it off with a big win there. He's done something that I've never done. He took a punch, he got rocked, and he got back to his feet, and he won the fight. So people wanted to laugh at him before. That's pro boxing. He done it properly and he won.
JJ, people are calling this the biggest event in internet history. The atmosphere here was absolutely incredible. I feel honoured to be ringside ringside watching that. What would you like to say to all your fans that have travelled and all your fans watching?
Hey, yo, to all my fans, thank you so much. Hey, yo, I did it, yo. I told you I'll do it, and I did it.
What is next for JJ?
What's next? Hey, the sky's the limit. You know, music, YouTube, and maybe even more boxing. You never know.
Just finally, where did this rank? You've achieved a lot in YouTube, in rapping, in boxing. Where does this night rank for KSI?
This is number one, baby. This
number one.
I've sweat, blood, and tears in the camp, and to finally get that victory, it's the best thing ever. All right.
Vidal, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. Right, let's bring the guys in. Joe, great chat with KSI there. You can just see how much that meant to him. What a fight we witnessed.
Honestly, what a man. Like, Ethan just said it. He shouldn't be able to do certain things, but the hard work, the commitment, the skill, the talent, this guy literally has it all. And he's earned everyone's respect. You know, there's a lot of people in boxing that were saying KSI doesn't have a chance. He's not a proper athlete, he can't do it, and he yet again proves everyone wrong.
On that note, you mentioned the respect. It was great to see the fighters at the end embracing the respect they showed for each other. There's been so much hype. The media frenzy this week has been incredible. Is that nice to see as well, the fact that deep down they know that they've given each other a lot for this fight, haven't they?
Without a doubt, you know, sharing the ring with someone, putting your all in, all the dedication and hard work, you've got to have respect. You know, at the end of it all, it's like, you know what, fair play. And I like that. I love to see that at the end they can come together, put it all aside and say, I respect you.
We've got to come to Ethan, one of the side men, of course. Your face, of all the people here, the smile on your face when that was announced. You look like you need to lie down after that. Talk me through your emotions.
I'm going to be absolutely exhausted for the next week. If there's a slow motion replay of me reacting to that decision, I need to lay down. But I feel like I've won the fight. I feel like I've been in there. I was feeling every moment when he's pushing the pace. Can he do it? And when that first scorecard come out, you got a bit worried. But of course, with the illegal shots, with the 2 points taken off, you never know what could have happened. And the scorecards have come through and he's won the fight.
Let's talk about that, the fourth round, because it was a big moment. We heard the roars going up in the crowd. It split opinion in the crowd. What was your take of what happened in that fourth round? Slip, knockdown, how did you see it?
Well, I think the JJ knockdown on Logan, I think it's a good shot. I think there's one that lands, a soft one on the chin, and then one comes over the top, and I think it hits around here. And you can see that Logan is grabbing on at that point. So I do think that should have been scored as a knockdown. The illegal shot on JJ, like you said, I think it's just the emotions got the better of him. In the scenario, when you don't know how to handle that adrenaline, once you know that you've got someone in a weakened position, it's just animal instinct takes over. You think, and he's dug him in the back of the head, and he's had the 2 points taken off.
Talk to us about JJ. He's a very close friend of you. You know him so well. He's achieved so much in YouTube, in rapping. He didn't need to do this for his career. He's had such a successful career before this. Talk to me about sort of why he put himself in this situation and the drive that he had, because you said he's the kind of guy that puts his mind to something and he goes all out and wants to achieve it.
I was saying to Joe once the decision comes through that this guy just has such a crazy aura around him, such sort of an essence that people cannot doubt him anymore. He keeps doing it time after time with the music, with acting, no matter what it is. The first fight, the fight against you, no matter what it is. Whenever he has anyone that doubts him has now got proof to never do it again. He has such an essence around him that he can take on the world.
He can take on the world. Joe, let's talk about this as an event. They're calling it the biggest event in internet history. It has blown my mind, the media coverage. I knew it would be big, but throughout the week, throughout the day, the night, it's just been absolutely incredible. How proud are you as a YouTuber to be part of this? And as someone that started this off, really?
Honestly, I'm just so proud, you know. The whole YouTube community coming together. We knew that these guys could put on a show. A lot of the mainstream media maybe were like, you know, putting them at the top of a professional card isn't appropriate. If you're scoring it on entertainment, that was the fight of the night. You know, they earned all of our respect, and as an event, as the whole week, it's been just amazing. There's no other way to put it. You know, Sky Sports getting involved, you know, doing it on the proper big scale. It's just been amazing, incredible, and I'm just so happy to be part of it.
And it really showed that it was a different fight to the first one in terms of the stamina and how long they lost. You could tell that they really meant business and they took their camp seriously. Both fighters, to be fair.
It was their first professional fight. You know, there were knockdowns, there were hard shots, and they still kept coming forward. You know, most people would think, and I know a lot of people did think, the first time a proper punch comes in, they're all going to back off. They're not going to want to get involved. But they kept coming forward. It was a proper fight, and you know, they gave us the entertainment. We've got to be so thankful.
Ethan, I've got to ask you another question as well. We just got celebs, YouTubers, influencers, wall to wall, celebrities and entertainers surround us. Surely we need to see another event like this. This can't be the last event.
I said before that this could transcend into other entertainers. It doesn't just have to be YouTubers. You could have artists. You could have anyone on these cards. Anyone that's willing to put the hard work in could get in these ropes and could put on a show. And I think there's definitely the audience for it. You've seen that this has transcended into the mainstream media. I'm thankful to be here alongside Joe, working with such a company like Sky Sports. It's absolutely crazy how well both worlds have embraced each other this week. And I think there's definitely a future for this. I think that you can see movie stars, you can see YouTubers, you can see artists, who knows?
I like that. We're thinking of movie stars now. YouTube is it's just the start of it. Joe, amazing event. What do you think is next? Do you think that JJ was asked if there'd be another fight between Logan Paul? Can you see that? Logan wants it, we believe, obviously. Looks like JJ doesn't. It's job done for him. Any possibility we could see another fight between those two?
Well, I mean, obviously, money talks. So, I mean, we don't know. We don't know. But I will say, I think KSI, it wouldn't surprise me if he starts, I don't know, ice hockey next. There's no limits. Anything that's put in front of him, he will absolutely smash. So he'll dance. He'll go on Strictly next. Like, who knows?
Brilliant. I've got to bring Eddie in. Eddie, firstly, an unbelievable event that we witnessed. The media frenzy in the week, the fans around the world that have watched, the atmosphere in the stadium. So what was your assessment of this as a night on the whole?
Just, you know, the strange thing is about this crazy sport is that we wanted to bring in professional boxing with this crazy circus, if you like. And we wanted to showcase this new audience what's great about the sport. And those guys, KSI, Logan Paul, ended up showcasing it. You know, I mean, look, the Devin Haney fight was great. Billy Joe Saunders come back from behind to win by knockout. But that fight was everything that was great about boxing. And we ended up seeing that from two YouTubers. You know, everybody gave them stick from the boxing community, but now you have to give them respect. Because they always say, you know, you don't get the respect to the community until you step through the ropes. They've done it twice now on the biggest of stages. KSI was gassed after 2 rounds. He had nothing in the tank. His legs were gone completely. You know, it was a really good fight. You know, Logan Paul is a good technical boxer. KSI is a little bit wild, but he knows what he's doing, and he jabs well, he moves well. I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
I spoke to you at the weigh-in, we spoke at the press conference, spoke to many people who were certain we would see a knockout due to the fact of the smaller gloves and no headgear. Were you surprised that it went the distance?
I'm very surprised, and I think that's because how tough the guys were. I mean, KSI was gone completely. He was very lucky that Logan Paul hit him in the back of the head, because actually he got hit by a left hook, and that was the shot that done it.
Big turning point for you.
Yeah, it was, and also he hit him in the back of the head, and he gave him a chance to recover. If he wouldn't have, that fight would have been over, in my opinion. I thought Logan should have just pushed it a little bit in the last round. But KSI, like, he wanted to win so bad. This is what we said in the build-up. I've seen it in the last 48 hours in KSI, the determination to win. And that's what he showed when he would, like, people don't realise how tough it is when your tank is empty, right? You've got 15,000 people screaming for you. You've got millions around the world, and you just want to quit. You know, he's probably thinking in there, I'm done. And he just stuck in there, came back from being completely finished, won the last round, which was a big round to win as well. And I just thought it was unbelievable.
Yeah, we can see some shots of KSI coming back to his dressing room. He sat down with us moments ago. Absolutely delighted. You can hear the screams from JJ in the dressing room. Eddie, surely this isn't the last YouTube boxing event we've seen. It's just been an incredible week. What is next, you think?
I don't know. Look, this was it's such a big learning experience for me. Just understanding that I'm supposed to understand the digital world. This is another world, you know, a complete other world. We've seen real-time sign-ups in so many different territories tonight. Like, that's just blown my mind. And I don't think it's a case of just, oh, who wants to fight? You two, yeah, let's put you in the ring. There has to be a narrative. There has to be some preparation. There has to be a respect for the sport, which these guys have done. They've been through it. They've done proper camps. They've fought before. They've signed to the commission. They've done drug testing. They've done the media scrums, the huddles, the public workouts, the weigh-ins. So we've got to get it right. Would I encourage more of this? I have to say yes at this moment.
You would?
I would, but at the right time, at the appropriate time, while still respecting the code of sport. You'll see other you're going to see other promoters now putting on these kind of fights, and they'll just stick people in. They'll be unlicensed, they'll be white collar, they'll be head guards. Not for me. You know, if there's guys out there, women and men, who can fight and they take it seriously and they actually dedicate themselves to the sport, and it's a chance for the sport to grow, and it's a chance for new eyeballs on the sport, then, you know, like I said, tonight we were supposed to culminate the two worlds to show everybody how great boxing was, and it was the YouTube world that showed everybody how great the world was.
Sean, we're still looking at these shots of KSI in the change room. Absolutely delighted. We think that'll be a big party for the sidemen tonight. Ethan was saying it might not, doesn't even, here we go, it's going on behind us. Ethan was saying it doesn't even necessarily need to be YouTubers, it could be movie stars or all sorts. What is next? Artists, we were...
believe I had 5 or 6 calls this week from probably the highest profile people in their fields, from sport, music, acting, who said, look, don't say anything, but could I fight the winner? So now we have to look at that, and by the way, 2 or 3 of them can really fight.
Can you give us some names?
No, I promised I wouldn't.
I thought you said that.
No, I promised I wouldn't, but look, for now, it was an experiment that went really, really well, and I really enjoyed it. You know, you guys have been great as well, and you know, we've seen Matchroom Boxing's YouTube channel grow significantly. If you haven't subscribed, please. What is it you say? Like, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. But it's everyone. You know, people criticised it, then people started getting on board, then people started benefiting from the numbers and the audience, and then next thing, everybody loves it. So we'll digest it, we'll review it as always, we'll plan a strategy, and anything that grows this sport that we love, I'm all up for, whilst making sure we always respect the code.
So watch this space. Have to say it's been a real privilege and honour to be ringside. Huge thanks to Ethan, to Gibb, to Joe Weller, Eddie Hearn, and of course for KSI for joining us. Let's head back to Anna.
Thank you, chaps. Johnny, I mean,